Hello, Liberty Baptist Church. Pastor Ryan here, and I want to come to you with an update on the ever-changing coronavirus situation in our great, beautiful state of California, of course. It's Tuesday today. Yesterday, our governor came out with some more different orders and guidelines and things that affected churches. And I'll give you some details in this video, but to summarize what we're doing as a church family, let me just say this. We are not closing down. We're not going back to online-only services. And as leadership, we've prayed, we've thought all the way through this the last 4 months or so. And every time we have to make a decision like this, there are these different tensions that we have to manage. There's the tension of walking in faith, and we want to walk by faith and trust God. And then there's the other side of what you might call prudent wisdom. And okay, there are some real concerns or things we need to be aware of as we're caring for folks. There's the tension between physical health and the effects of the virus, and then the spiritual health and the effects of spiritually, emotionally, mentally of the shutdown. The tension between government mandates and biblical mandates, Romans 13 and Acts 5. And no matter the decision, there are going to be people that might not be excited about it. And so we have to take into consideration all these things, the legality of things, the liability of things, the practicality of things, the reality of the situation, what is pleasing to God first and foremost and above all of those things. And so we've tried hard to navigate all of these things wisely, biblically, graciously, and carefully, taking into account the hundreds of people affected by the decisions of our church leadership. Let me say this, the service schedule that we passed out in our What's Next service last month, or I think that was last month, end of May, whenever that was, that schedule is not changing. We are still running the regular services that we had scheduled. Some of the locations might change a little bit, and some of the details of it might change a little bit with this newest information in Orange County and in our state of California. But this Sunday, we will be here celebrating our church's 44th anniversary. We're going for this Sunday and next, these next 2 Sundays at least, we're planning to host outdoor services here in our beautiful courtyard area on this grass area. 10 o'clock a.m., the English will be here. 10:30 a.m., the Spanish will be meeting back in our courtyard, in our school, on our school portion of our campus. And we will not have, for those 2 Sundays, we are not planning to have nurseries or childcare. We'll have family services. We'll be together worshiping as a family. We've already purchased more shade structures. We'll have more shade out for folks as you come out to the courtyard and the grass areas. We invite you, if you have a shade structure or a beach umbrella or lawn chairs that you want to bring with you this Sunday, bring those out. I'll be continuing on in our verse-by-verse study through the book of Acts. And so I hope you'll plan to be here as Liberty celebrates 44 years of ministry in Orange County. And what a great way to celebrate it, that hey, the location might be a little different, the situation in our country might be a little different, but the one we serve, the one we preach, the word that we preach has not changed. And God is still in control. God is working in and through all of this. And so I hope we'll remember that. On Sunday night, we'll have an outdoor service in our courtyard, and then we'll have an ice cream fellowship after that evening service to celebrate our anniversary. Then the next 2 Wednesdays, not tomorrow, but the 2 Wednesdays, whatever that would be the 18th and 25th, something like that. Whatever that is, after this Sunday, that wouldn't be the 18th because this Sunday is the 19th, right? So the 22nd and the 29th, whatever those Wednesdays are, we had already scheduled, we were not having our Wednesday night service, our summer small groups. We will because of Vacation Bible School. So we're going to keep that schedule. We'll not be gathering those Wednesday nights. What about Vacation Bible School? What do we do there? Vacation Bible School is not mandated in Scripture. And so we have a government mandate and a biblical mandate. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to get creative. We are going to have Vacation Bible School. We're going to do it all outdoors. God's given us a beautiful area to live in. We're going to have our snacks in one area of the campus, our games out here on the field, our opening and closing rally in the courtyard. We're going to have tents. We're going to close off a portion of our parking lot. We'll have tents set up with shade structures for the kids for all of their classrooms. We'll have an area set up with crafts. And we will be having Vacation Bible School Wednesday, I believe that is June the 22nd through Friday, July the 24th. July the 22nd to July the 24th. And so we will be having Vacation Bible School. We could use your help in volunteering. If you've not registered your children, they'll put that website up on the screen here. You can register your kids, or if you'd like to volunteer, let us know as well. And so then Sunday, not this Sunday, but next, the 26th, we'll be outdoor again, and we'll have our Vacation Bible School Sunday. We'll have the kids singing, we'll give out the awards from Vacation Bible School, and then what we had already planned, that afternoon, in place of our evening service, we have our Sunday afternoon Liberty Loves campaign. We'll be going to pay visits to the homes of those that came to Vacation Bible School. Talk to them about Christ, talk to them about their need for salvation, their need for a church, and see what families God allows us to minister to through Vacation Bible School. We'll probably put some more updates out about Newport Christian School, but I would like to say this. If there are any Newport Christian School families watching in our church or outside of our church, Mr. Cyprian, our staff, our leadership, we are making plans every day, and we are planning to open Newport Christian School back up to in-person daily classes Monday through Friday beginning September the 2nd, our back to school day there. And so those plans are moving forward full steam ahead. We believe that your children and mine, they need that education, they need that interaction, they need that not just through a computer, but they need that personal touch there with the school ministry. As always, services, every service on Sunday morning, Sunday night will be online, and you can stream. If you're not comfortable coming out or you're unable to come out, your doctors have told you not to come out, whatever the case may be, we'll continue to stream our outdoor services so that you can watch those as well. May I encourage you, as I've encouraged myself and I've encouraged our staff, as Christians, let's keep walking in wisdom. Let's keep walking and with wise safety guidelines and precautions for yourself and for our ministry, but let's walk in wisdom. Let's walk in respect for others, including those that disagree with us on, or with you or with me on some of these things. Let's show gracious, Christ-like respect. But most importantly, church, let's walk in faith, not fear. I'd encourage you, as it relates to the virus, we have people in our church all over the spectrum. Some that think nothing of it. They think it's not a, they're not scared at all. And others that are not able to or not willing to leave their home hardly at all. And then a bunch of people in between. Wherever you're at with all of that, deal in facts and walk in faith, but don't walk in fear. It's interesting how this whole thing has changed. A couple of months ago, our governor told us that by now, very likely we would have had 50% of our state's population infected. We're at that would have been 20 million people infected. I think we're at, as of today, a little over 330,000. Now, 330,000 is a lot of people to get sick. But if I told you I was going to give you $20 million and I gave you $330,000, that's a real big difference. Don't deal in fear of what could be. Deal with the reality of what is, and then walk in faith with the one who is in control of all of this. In Orange County, I grieve for every life that has been lost through the virus. In Orange County, a county with over 3 million people, we've seen a little over 400 people pass away from the virus, and every one of those represents people that are grieving. Again, though, deal in facts. More than half of those are folks that, like my grandmother who's in a rest home, they've passed away in nursing care, skilled care facilities. As it relates to what I would call the general population of Orange County, 3 million people, we're still under 200 people that have died over the last 5 or 6 months. Now, again, every one of those lives matters, and I don't want to see another person die. We want to do what we can to protect, but walk in faith, not in fear. We're going to see those of you tomorrow that are able to join us. We are, because of the fact that these guidelines came on so quickly, we are going to continue with what we announced on Sunday. We'll have our socially distant summer small groups tomorrow night. And that's 10 or 15 people in a room, spread out there. And if you're comfortable coming, join us tomorrow night. We will have the socially distant summer small groups. Sunday, we'll be outside at 10 o'clock, outside at 5 o'clock. Next week, Vacation Bible School. The following Sunday, we'll be outside again. And those 2 Wednesdays we had already scheduled, we will not have our midweek service. And so we're going to continue with the schedule that we've had, some location changes, but the most important thing for all of us to remember, the one that we serve and His power and His wisdom and His glory, none of that has changed. Let's keep serving Him in faith. Don't walk in fear. Rest in Him. Love those. Walk in wisdom and respect and grace with those around us. Those that agree with you and me and whatever our stances are in all of this, and those that don't. And most importantly, let's seek to love the Lord with all our hearts and to love our neighbors as ourselves. We'll see you tomorrow night for those that are able to make it for our socially distant summer small groups, and then we'll see you Sunday for our anniversary service, 10 o'clock right here in our courtyard. Bring a lawn chair. I love you. I prayed for you. Our staff prayed for you this morning. We're here to serve you in any way that we can. God bless.